I'm back. Rodrance for our Black and White Network. Well, the other day, there was a incident that blew up in the sports world. Juwan Howard, the basketball coach of the Michigan Wolverines, got into the face of the Wisconsin coach, actually slapped him, open slap. Looked like a punch at first. There was a melee. Both teams got into a fight, into a brawl. Strange incident. I can't remember the last time I actually remember a head coach of any kind getting into an actual fight with the other coach. And it wasn't really a fight. I guess the Wisconsin coach said something to Juwan Howard, and it escalated from there. Now, to be honest with you, he didn't say anything like racial or anything like that. Juwan Howard just lost his temper. And we know that can't happen. You can't go out there and lose your temper in the way he did on a basketball court, on a football field, on a baseball field. Not only that, but you're, as a college coach, supposed to be an example for these kids that you're coaching up. Well, look, one of my favorite comedians is Bill Burr. All right? I loved his work on The Chappelle Show. He is absolutely great as Miggs Mayfield in The Mandalorian, and he's funny as hell, okay? I like his stand-up. He torches he's one of the first that went after a lot of political correctness, especially feminist. He has absolutely kind of waged war on feminists, for lack of a better way of putting it. Well, he's come out, and he has made the strangest correlation / leap. I mean, I almost feel like Bill Burr is actually trolling here because I just don't get the correlation. I'm not sure why you would make it. And I'm not offended by things, but this does have a lack of self-awareness and tackiness to it, I got to admit. Bill Burr torches hypocrites who support going to war, but condemn Juwan Howard for slapping an opposing coach. What? I saw this and I was like, this just doesn't make any sense. As Russia invades Ukraine and Michigan's Juwan Howard gets reprimanded for slapping an opposing college basketball coach, Bill Burr believes he stumbled on a societal hypocrisy. Sunday afternoon, Howard slapped Wisconsin assistant coach Joe Krabahoff across the face during a heated confrontation on the handshake line, provoking a melee on the court between players, staff, coaches, and security. Quote, I don't understand why Juwan Howard got anything other than a chuckle from the effing sports media. Oh, come on, man. Burr said on Thursday's edition of the Monday Morning Podcast. Howard's angst stemmed from Wisconsin head coach Greg Gard calling a timeout with a 15-point lead over Michigan and just 15 seconds left on the game clock. Quote, the little fella there running his effing yap who called a C-word timeout didn't substitute or anything just to be a Big Ten C-word. Good Lord. Was about to get the slap that he needed. So Bill Burr is actually saying because Greg Gard called a timeout with Wisconsin up that he deserved to be attacked by Juwan Howard. All right. The Big Ten Conference handed out Howard a 5-game suspension for the slap, meaning he won't be on the Michigan bench for the remainder of the college basketball regular season. While Burr believes Gard deserved physical retaliation for calling a late timeout, what wasn't warranted was the criticism directed at Howard for slapping an opposing coach. Burr reinforced his defense of Howard with a rather unique analogy, claiming you shall not criticize Michigan's head coach if you won't similarly criticize Russia for invading Ukraine. Who is not criticizing Russia? In that moment, you see why this world is so disrespectful. Burr ranted on the college basketball altercation, and everyone would say, yes, a grown man resorting to violence. How could he resort to violence? As they sit there and they talk about us doing shit to Russia who are going to do some shit to Ukrainians. But that's all fine because it's war. Well, it is war and not basketball, Bill Burr. Quote, you can drop bombs, blow up babies and shit. Trying to get the fucking evil bearded guy you're going after, Burr said sarcastically. But if Juwan Howard tries to slap some snarky little C word in the head, who effing deserved it? Although Howard's slap of Krabahoff was controversial, it ultimately was harmless, which is why it was a welcome topic for sports debate shows. But in the topic of geopolitical warfare isn't likely to enter the sports debate shows anytime soon because on a basic level the action is already widely condemned. Well, look, far as it not entering sports shows, the war, I don't know about that because the one thing sports shows have proven, they can't stay out of society's issues right now. Okay? We've seen that. I actually expect all of them to get in it. My issue, and look, I'm not offended by hardly anything, but one has nothing to do with the other. There is no correlation whatsoever, no comparison, no lines to draw between Juwan Howard slapping Wisconsin's coach, and yeah, he still shouldn't have done it. He's paid to be a professional basketball head coach. Under no circumstances was that warranted. You can't go out there and do that. I don't care how much you hate that timeout. Now, the line that Bill Burr's trying to draw between this and war, criticizing war, going out there and defending somebody, defending the Ukrainians who's invaded by Putin, and there's supposed to be some kind of a line to draw between those two, I find that absurd. I find that ludicrous. There's part of me that almost believes Bill Burr has got to be trolling. It feels like a troll because I just can't see any way you can draw that line or do the mental gymnastics between a coach slapping another coach and Putin invading the Ukraines where the citizens are literally having to take up arms themselves. The Ukrainian government told the citizens how to make Molotov cocktails. I mean, hell yeah, we can criticize Russia. Are you shitting me? That's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I mean, Putin's trying to turn Ukraine, put back the old Soviet Union back together. Like I said, I'm a huge Bill Burr fan. I just don't get this. I don't know what he's trying to accomplish. I don't know what he was trying to get at. It makes no effing sense whatsoever. I'm trying to watch my language here. I mean, the C word? Come on, Bill, man. There ain't nobody can make videos on C words. Tell me what you think, Black and White Network fans. This was too political to go on the sports channel. Anything involving this war is probably going to go on this channel. This is wild. This is wild. I see no way anybody should really and truly be drawing lines between a Big Ten basketball game and what's going on in Russia with the Ukrainians. It's crazy. People are dying, and we had a coach act like a fucking fool on the court. There's the F-bomb. So, peace. I'm out. Till next time.